sir. Thank you. Alright. We're here with Hell Let Loose today. This cough. Dude, I don't know. So, might be coughing my head off. But I feel like playing today. I feel like playing a game. And for some reason, the only game I feel like playing is Hell Let Loose. So, that's what we're gonna do. Is my shit gonna load? Gonna load? I need to know. Thank you, kind sir. Okay. Barracks, or not barracks, not skirmish. Hell fucking no, barracks. Sure everything is good to go. Sure rifle's good. I don't know about the S. Hold on. Is that a smoke grenade or an actual grenade? That's an actual grenade. That's a smoke grenade. I think. Hold on. I actually don't know what that is. Hold on. I forgot. The fuck? Okay. Search cancel. Okay. That's a smoke grenade. Yeah, okay. It is. Respect for that. The only thing I have with this game is the recoil of the guns. It's actually criminal, bro. It's cool though. Dude, ever since they added the browser, this shit right here. Actual games are dead. Oh my god, what the hell is... Okay, we're not doing that. Let's just do warfare and offensive. This game decided to have a stroke. What is this? I'm sorry, huh? Did you just say the Pennsylvania? You know what? I'm not even gonna... It's not even worth asking. I mean, it really isn't. It's not even worth asking, bro. The Pennsylvania state governor's house was set on fire? That's crazy. That's actually crazy, bro. Wait, why are they both the same? Oh, bro, that's gonna make this shit confusing as fuck. Okay. No commander. I wonder why. Dude, I needed that drink. Holy fuck. Okay. Now we basically don't do shit because there's nobody in this game. I want an active game, man. That's what I want. Imagine. What is wrong with the lighting? I knew something was off, bro. There we go. On a map such as this, that it has to kind of be high. I knew something was off with the lighting. No, it'd probably be a smart idea to just retreat back. But where's the fun in retreating, you know? We're not retreating, we're advancing in another direction. I mean, when you think about it, that's actually what kind of retreating is. Especially if the enemy is not like surrendering, like they're not ending the war. Retreating really is just advancing in another direction. Retreating is basically to regroup. Do I know if I fire, I'm dead? I hate this fucking game. Oh my god. I knew it. I fucking knew it. I need an active game. I don't like the games that are tiny, like small like this. I hate them. Which is why I never play skirmish. I don't know. I don't like them. Because you don't really have many options. So I don't like them. I don't know. I don't really know how to put it. They're not that fun, I guess. Mostly because the only people in them are experienced players. And I'm not ever in the mood. I mean, sometimes. But it's better to have both experienced and kind of new players in a game. Rather than just experienced or just noobs. It's better to have a mixture of both, especially in games such as Hell Let Loose. It's better to have both. Most would say I should have used the smoke grenade in low key. I agree. Thank you. Probably reload. Grab the pistol. Grab the pistol. Grab the pistol. Run, 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 run. Duck. Okay. Let's see. Probably should stay away from the road. Not gonna lie, I'm not gonna hold you on that. I don't like this. I just saw a dude run, I swear to God. He's behind this fucking bush. Oh, fuck, bombs. Oh my God. I told you he was behind the bush. I saw it. He glitched through the tree. It's so, like, blurry now. I can't see shit, dude. I don't know if there's people over there, so I'm just kind of firing. See, this is boring, you know? I don't really have anywhere to go. I don't hear the artillery. Actually, I haven't even heard it fire. It sounds like it's in the air, but... See, it sounds like it's in the air. But I think it's hitting over there. Because I'm not hearing no whistle or anything. Hell, I'm not even hearing it fire. Oh, there's a tank over there. I gotta tell you. He's gonna go that side. why I pulled out the pistol. No idea what bro was doing. I told you bro was gonna go that side. You never pick the same area. It's just a rule. Is that a person? No, okay. I asked because the aim assist for some reason kicked in right there. Oh, dude, they are rushing. I don't want to use the rifle. The rifle takes too long. Especially if it's more than one. Which is sure as hell gonna be. Let them pass. It's stupid. It's stupid to fire at them. See, told you it was stupid. That's why I was just gonna let them pass. But my teammate decided not to fucking jump in. He's a fucking idiot. I would have we would have both killed him if the dude had just jumped in. But he fucking didn't. He decided to hold his fire. Like, bro, if you see me firing, fire at the same time. Jesus fucking Christ, man. Dude definitely came from COD. Without a doubt. Like, if you see me firing, that's a sign to you that you can fire. I feel like that should be common sense, but apparently not. It's clearly not. So, yeah. So the reason I don't throw smoke grenades in open fields like this is because it kind of just tells them. Sure, you can hide yourself, but like to what, what extent, Because if you throw a smoke grenade, they're gonna look over here and be like, "Oh, there's something there. Somebody just passed through that field." See, and the smoke grenades take too damn long. So by the time they fucking deploy, you're already out of the area. Because let's be real, nobody waits for them. Oh, I thought that was a Panther for a second. Well, they do have a tank somewhere over there. I think it was like a Sherman. A Stuart. Dude, I've always considered Stuarts Shermans, like early Shermans. I don't know why. Even though they're literally not classified as a Sherman. I for some reason see them as Shermans. I see anything with the title M in its fucking name as a Sherman. I don't know why. Meaning M22s are Shermans to me. But damn, son. That is a war crime. I wonder, were soldiers charged for war crimes using a flamethrower? Because I swear that was a war crime. Or did it not become a war crime until after World War II? Because when you think about it, did we have flamethrowers in World War I? I know we had, what the fuck was it? Gas things. Like gas grenades and shit. That we would throw into trenches. Like, do we have, like, gas artillery shells? I'm not even kidding you. We had, like, gas artillery. They were essentially bombs that would explode. They wouldn't have to hit the ground like normal artillery. They would just explode mid-fucking air. But, so was it the same thing with flamethrowers? Did we have flamethrowers in World War I? I swear we did. Yeah. Because I swear I remember seeing photos of, specifically Germans using flamethrowers during, World War I. So I'm imagining shit. I low-key might be imagining things, I'm not gonna lie. He's dead. I saw his helmet. But I might be imagining things. I don't know. Or at least it wasn't. It might have not been the Germans. It might have been like the Americans or some shit. The Brits. But I swear we had flamethrowers. I know the Germans did in World War II. I know the Americans followed after. Or was it the Brits that followed after? I think the Brits followed and then the Americans followed after, because the British put the flamethrower on the tank. That was a fucking idea. Okay. I am terrified. This is probably the most PTSD-inducing situation I've ever been in. Yeah, this is PTSD-inducing. If this was real life, I'm pretty sure most people would shit their pants. Especially all the kids that think that war, like, has the edits in the background, like the music from the edits in the background. It doesn't. This is the sound you hear. There's no music. You know, actually, now that I think about it, war would kind of be badass if there was music, but there's not, so. Especially modern. Like modern day wars. Why are you running across? You know what? I'm not even gonna ask. Bro could at least have the decency to go prone, but no. Or not prone, like crouch. Oh, bro just decided to run across. Same with you. Why the hell are you wearing white? I swear I see somebody moving right there, dude. Man. Now, I sit here and I think to myself, what am I doing? Okay. It's a little too close for comfort, big dude. This is my last bandage. You have a... Oh, dude, I don't know. I don't think you can resupply bandages. This is actually kind of stupid. I feel like we should be able to. I know medics can. Oh, yeah, that would be a smart idea. If we could, like, replenish bandages. Of course, there would be, like, some cooldown or some shit, but it would be cool if we could. Like, we have, like, supply boxes. Like, how we have supply boxes for ammo and shit. Do the same thing with bandages. Technically, it already exists, though, because of medics, but let's be real. Nobody fucking plays medic, bro. Like, the people that do play medic don't know how to play it. So I feel like it would just be a better option to make it like a commander thing. Or some shit. No thanks. I like life. No, I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of just waiting to see somebody come into these crosshairs, so. Yeah, I could just throw a grenade and hope and pray it hits somebody. But I feel like if I throw the grenade, it's gonna hit my teammates. So. Imagine. Because clearly there's people that way, but I don't. I've never been good at aiming fucking grenades, so I feel like if I throw it, it's gonna kill them. And here I am with like 40 seconds of a countdown. Is that a tank? It has to be a tank because it's firing too rapidly. Ow. Let me jump the wall. Nope. This shit. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. I'm not getting stuck behind that shit, bro. Uh-oh. Oh, that okay, that's that dude. Never mind, never mind, never mind. It's not. Oh, there might be a tank up there, though. What's over there? I know it. I get sensitive in my balls. Because people are dying over there now. Why else would people be dying over there? Maybe there's a sniper. If there's a sniper, there's a problem. I make sure that wasn't like aim assist. Yeah, see, told you there's some dude over there. I don't want to walk into my fucking teammate's fire, but I'm also trying to. There's somebody over there. Dude, I'm not gonna be able to view unless I go over there or out into the open. Or into the danger zone, which is this way. I don't got smoke grenades. This is bad. This is fucking bad. Where's the point? As in what's considered the point? Okay, yeah, so there's definitely a guy over here somewhere. That or dude's like in here. Is bro in the building? Did y'all check the building? Klaus, did you check the building? Oh, you're in the building. Yes. I guess by that logic, there's nobody in. Okay, so he's in the field. He's somewhere out in this area. See him. And of course, when I finally fucking see him, my gun decides to have a stroke and doesn't fucking lock on properly. Dude, aiming with a controller in first-person shooters is actually harder than people think. People say controller is easy to aim with. This shit's hard. Because you have joysticks that never want to agree. So bro shoots me in the torso, I die, but I shoot bro in the head and he lives? Okay, bro. Okay, what logic is that? Give me this. Because clearly a rifle's not going to work, so. What was I saying? Oh yeah, joysticks. You have joysticks that literally don't agree with you, so. And people say, again, that it's easier. It's not, I promise. It really isn't. It's not easier with fucking controller, dude. I swear, it's not. Is it harder on keyboard? Is it hard on keyboard and mouse? Yes. However, it is even harder on controller. Because again, you have joysticks that never agree with you. Even with aim assist, they never agree with you. And it's even worse if you end up getting stick drift. Because then they sure as fuck never agree with you. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's right. I didn't have anywhere to go. I mean, that was literally right in front of me. I mean, that was literally directly in fucking front of me. I had nowhere to go. The closest area I had was like 10 feet to my right. Or my left. I didn't have fucking I didn't have anywhere to go. I can't spawn on a half track, dude. You know how long that's gonna take? Like, I didn't have anywhere to go, man. I was doomed. I saw the explosion, like, feet in front of me, and I knew. I knew I was cooked. I saw Bob get blown the fuck up, and I knew. I knew, bro. Honestly. I want a more popular game right now. Like, this one's... I don't know. It's not as fun. Because nothing's being done. We're all just sitting in one area. You know, now that I think... What the fuck? Now that I think about it, I don't understand why people call this, like, a actual Milsim game. Or why people try to compare it to a Milsim game. Because it's really not. It's really, really not. If anything, it's actually kind of like COD. Or not COD, Battlefield. It's like a Battlefield mixed with a Milsim. So I don't know why people are saying it's just a full-on Milsim and it's, oh, it's nothing like COD. It is. It's actually exactly like COD. I mean, hell, I've played COD for years, and I can tell you right now, this is very, or not COD, I keep saying COD. Battlefield. I've played Battlefield for years, and I can tell you right now that this is very similar. I don't know why we keep trying to push the agenda that Hell Let Loose is only a Milsim game, and that it's nothing like Battlefield, because that's just a flat-out lie. You could say it's more of a Milsim game, but I don't know why we're pushing the agenda that it's only a Milsim game. Trust me, I've seen people say that. That it's not... I genuinely thought that was an actual fucking grenade that was going to explode. And bro appeared out of fucking thin air. But yeah, I don't know why we try to push the agenda that this is a Milsim only game. Or more... Again, we could call it more of a Milsim than something like Battlefield, but... It's not. This is exactly like Battlefield with a hint of a Milsim. I'm not gonna lie. It just is. The same thing could pretty much be said about Enlisted, which is essentially the free-to-play version of this game. I mean, it's the same shit. I mean, literally, Enlisted is a copy and paste of this game. I'm not even kidding you. Download Enlisted. It's free, so you don't have to buy it. You don't have to do any of that. Download Enlisted. Play one game. You can even do a custom game if you like. So you don't have to go against real people. But load up an actual, you know, just play a game. Any sort of game. It can be on any map. It can be anything. Any nation. And you will see the similarities in Hell Let Loose and Enlisted. I'm not dealing with that shit today. Like, you will see a similarity in the games. Oh my god, that is bright as fuck. You'll see a similarity. And people say Enlisted is a lot like COD and Battlefield. So how the fuck is Hell Let Loose any different? How? Because it's essentially the same thing. It's essentially the same thing. How do you think I was so good coming into Hell Let Loose? Credit, I could have been better. But how do you think I was able to do what I was doing when I first started playing Hell Let Loose? Because it's just like Battlefield. It's just like Enlisted. It's not just a Milsim. So can we please stop pushing the agenda that it is only a Milsim? And that it's not a run and gun? Sure. You could say that's not what you're supposed to do, or it's not recommended. But at the end of the day, I see more run and gunning than I do actual, like, peeking and all that shit. Crawling to get killed. I see more run and gun than that. Not even kidding you. And the only time I've been killed long range was either by a sniper or some dude 100 meters away that happened to see me run, so he stopped mid of his run and just shot me. So it's not like he was waiting, just positioned up in a fucking bush somewhere. The only difference between this game and Battlefield and Enlisted is that this game is a team-based game, meaning communication and teamwork is very vital. I guess you could say the same thing about any other game, but especially Battlefield and Enlisted. But this game prioritizes that more than those two games. I mean, it's the truth. Download Enlisted. Okay. Again, play. It could be a custom game. Play any nation. You'll see a similarity in these two games. I promise you. The only thing you will not see a similarity in is the speed of which the game is. That's it. And obviously the graphics, but that's because unless it's its own fucking engine. But yeah. I promise you, you play Enlisted, you'll realize that yes, these games are actually very fucking similar. Same with Battlefield. You go play Battlefield, you'll realize that the only difference is the speed. The pace, that's it. Other than that, games are relatively the same. People play the games the same. The maps are basically designed the same. So. I mean, hell. Enlisted has like boundaries of what you cannot go in, or as we call the gray zone. You can't, if you go into them, you die, right? What does Hell Let Loose have? A gray zone. An area of which you are not allowed in. If you go in it, guess what happens? You die. Battlefield, what does it have? A boundary. A gray zone. You go into it, guess what happens? You die. All three of those games have everything in common besides the speed and pace of which the game is. That's it. That's the only difference. Like major difference. But when it comes to how people play the game and shit, I mean, it's essentially, they're all the same fucking game. One of which you're just paying more money for than the other one. And that's a hard pill to swallow for some people, and I don't really know why. Because it's the fucking truth. And this game is pretty much Enlisted. Especially, I'm more heavy on the Enlisted part than I am actually on the Battlefield part. I'm not gonna lie. I'm more keen to saying it's more like Enlisted than it is. Oh my god, you give me this fucking map. It's more Enlisted style than it is Battlefield. Oh, of course. And you give me America. Great. And you give me a game that we're already winning. Great. 35 seconds left on the clock. I'm not gonna do that. I ain't that kind of person. But yeah. Game's over. Yo, the sky looks so realistic. Did they go to Google Earth or some shit and get this? Fuck. Google Maps ass? They did use satellite imagery for the maps, by the way. Defeat. Oh, okay. Actually, that makes sense. I wasn't paying attention to the map. Just nice. I love this song, bro. Erika. Dude, I'm tired of these weird TikTok shop ads. Like, shut the fuck up. Shut up. What are your videos, dude? This comment section proves my point. A point I made about a day or two so ago. Uh, that girls want only one of two things, especially mostly younger girls. So like between the ages of like 15 to I don't know 30, they only want one or two things, and that's either money or your dick. I mean, you want an honest answer. They want your dick or money. So if you have neither of those, well, you don't pull bitches. Um, if you have one of those, depending on which one it is, they're likely more to cheat on you. Like if they choose you over because of your dick, they're more likely to cheat on you than with money. And obviously, if they choose you because of money, they're still likely to cheat on you, but not as much. And if you have both, you're pretty good there. But that's pretty much what this comment section proves. Is that the younger women only want one of two things, and it's either money or your dick. But they only want the rich because they're dicks. They don't want the rich for their dicks. They want the rich because they are dicks. So, yeah, my point is proven. Right here. Can you give me a map? A good map? A good team? And a game that's not half fucking finished? This bitch is like 16 and hitting on what looks to be a 25-year-old. You know, age is just a number. In prison, it's just a place. I'm not doing this. No, fuck that. I don't care. I'm not gonna look like a fucking child running around. Fuck that. Okay. It's the same bitch. Big fan of this. Child of God. Child of God. Hey, yo, God. We've been on good terms lately. Do you approve of this? Cause I sure as fuck don't. Ah, hell, I don't even think Satan do. Yo, Satan. Yo, Lucifer. You approve of this shit, big dog? Nah, perfect. Cause I don't think any three of us do. Do the angels? They don't even approve of that shit. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy. And usually the angels be disagreeing with you. Hey, yo, Lucifer. What about them demons and shit? They be agreeing with this? Nah, it's crazy. Nah, it's fucking crazy. That's crazy. Anyways, time to review more comments. What the fuck? I just got an ad. Okay. Okay, this one's not as bad. Oh god. How old are you? You on my snap. I bet. You're in high school. if he's on your snap, I'm gonna call the FBI. So, bay as fuck. I really hope the guy you're posting is not your boyfriend. Wish is crazy. Okay. Well, at least you're old enough. I'll give you that. You're not 15. You're old enough too. I'll give you that. So. But for you to be a child of God, yeah. Again, God said He don't approve of this shit. So, I don't know what else to tell you. That was just tagging a friend. I'm guessing. To look at that, I don't fucking know. At least you old enough. I hope. Oh no, you look old enough. But 16-year-olds, they do be looking like 25 now. You're old enough. You good. You good. You good. You ain't loyal. I know that for sure. Facts. This nigga ain't loyal. The fuck? Again, you get a guy with either money or a huge dick, and you think they loyal? Oh, hell no. Honey, they're the fucking farthest from it. Because people with money, again, are dicks. They are dicks. Okay, they don't have a big dick, but they are a dick. Okay? Trust me, I know a lot of fucking rich people. Okay? I live in the horse racing area, bro. Okay? Trust me, there are rich people. And all of which are fucking dicks. Okay? So, just keep that in mind. Hell, I'm related to rich people. Okay? They're dicks. The people with the big dick, well, that's self-explanatory. I mean, they're going to cheat on you. It's self-explanatory. I mean, they have 20 bitches in their phone at the same time, texting them at the same time. And that's just the 20 that are texting them simultaneously. That's not including all of the others that are asleep or some shit. I'm just saying. So, I mean, if this nigga's loyal, fuck. I'm shocked. Genuinely shocked. Because I've never met a good-looking guy that is loyal. Never. Literally ever. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. There's 954 comments under this video, dude. I don't... If only they were loyal. Only somebody. Yeah, but I can't find a loyal one. This app isn't helping me move on. I don't like it. I see why. Don't like my man showing his body on social media. Yes! Respect for that. I appreciate you. See, there are girls at least, if they're like this, they at least have the balls to admit it. Okay? They have the guts to admit it. And I like that. Now, credit, I don't like how you are as a person when it comes to it. But when it comes to admitting it, taking accountability, taking responsibility, I like that. Yes, but what is the terms and conditions of having one? They can do anything they want to you, and you just accept it. Meaning they can cheat on you, and you accept it. Please, Lord. Yo, the Lord just contacted me right now when I said that, and bro said, fuck no. Tell this bitch she ain't getting shit. Let alone one of these things. So. Hell, even Satan said that shit. And trust me, Satan would be the first one to send the motherfucker to you. But he even said no. He would send that bitch as a lesson. And even Satan said no. That's crazy. When Satan say no, you know. You know it's a problem. Jesus fucking Christ. My ex is black. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if your ex was fucking Hispanic. I don't give a fuck if your ex was a goddamn alien. I don't give a shit. Nobody gives a shit. Who gives a shit? Who the fuck asked? Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? Because to my knowledge, I don't. Please, Lord, tell me you're British. What black guy's fucking British? I mean, actually, what black guy's fucking British? I know a British. Hold on. When he wakes up and he gets online, I'm gonna be like, hey, yo, have you ever met a black British guy? He might say yes. I'm not gonna hold you. He might say yes. But what British person is fucking black? And that's not even supposed to be racist. Genuine. That's a genuine question. When was the last time you saw a black fucking British person? Not of British descent. Okay? That's in not like, oh, he's got one British person in his family. No, 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 no. I mean like actual British. Born, raised, and currently living in the state, or not the state, the country of England. When was the last fucking time you saw a black guy that was full-blown fucking British? Like, I'm talking his whole ancestry is only British. Type of shit. Okay? Not one person in his family was British. No, no, no. I'm not talking about that. I mean, like, genuine British. Exactly. Fucking never. Fucking never. If you go look up black British people, Google will tell you, what the fuck are you talking about? And you go to images, it will literally say, what the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck do you mean, black British people? Hell, it will give you a recommendation for, did you mean black cocks? Because, dude, if you don't understand that reference, you're not old enough to be here. But, like, no, bro. There is not a single British black person. I don't give a fuck what the fuck anybody says. It's no. No. It's not possible. I have never in my life met or seen a British black person. Ever. Jesus Christ. What Bruno said, come on. And your name is literally God's child. Jesus fucking Christ. I got one. Then why the fuck are you here? Because if I was your boyfriend, I sure as hell would not respect you seeing this on your For You page, let alone commenting and engaging with the video. Because usually if you comment, 9 times out of 10, you also liked the video. Just hope your boyfriend is alright with it. Going back to my ex. Have fun with that. Aw, you're so kind. These comments are proving my point. Unk built like a 15-year-old. Finally, somebody that sees it. I made an edit of you. Now that's just fucking weird. That's just straight up gay. And if you're a girl, that's weird. My lord. I'm having sinful thoughts. That's the fucking top comment, dude. FYP cooked, my god. I want to be saved. That's in all capitals. So this really said For You page. I want to be safe. I don't know if they meant to say I want to be saved, but that's what that says. Again in all capitals. Flash us. Lord. Again, she looks underage. So just bear that in mind. Y'all know how close I am to reporting this shit to the FBI? Like, I am genuinely inching closer and closer to doing it. I'm not lying. Like, the more comments I see that look to be underage girls, I'm inching closer and closer. Because if you've noticed, I don't care when people that are clearly over the age of like 20, when they say this shit, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. It's your life. Do what the fuck you want. But when it comes to people that look like they're 16, I'm inching closer and closer to just calling the FBI and being like, bro, we got a pedophile on the hand. Like, this is not normal. Yeah. What the fuck is... What the fuck? Dude. Something's off. Oh, wait, it's my pants. By the way, I do counseling now. And I was recommended to start journaling things that happen in my life. Right? I'm gonna start journaling this shit. And cause it's fucking with my mental health. It's not normal. This is not normal. Okay? No. Gang, what pulled you? You are a child. You are a full child. You look to be 11 years old. You know, I really hope that he ignores the kids. What looks to be kids. Because again, I don't give a fuck if he's actually talking to the 20-year-olds and say this shit. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Okay? Especially if he's of age. I don't give a shit. But if dude is like 25 and he looks at the comments from like the 16 to 18-year-old, or not 18, 17-year-olds, we got a problem. Got a major problem. Bro thinks he's gonna be the one dominating the others in prison. Because you know what? You know what's gonna happen? He's gonna run into an even bigger black cock in prison. Okay, an even bigger one. Because I'll tell you right now, in prison, dude. This is kind of off track, off topic a little bit, but in prison, when it comes to kids, you're cooked. You are actually cooked. Literally. I mean that literally. I don't mean that metaphorically. You are actually cooked. You will be cooked. They will kill you. Okay? And the inmates that are like the cooks, they will take your body and they will cook you for the rest of the inmates. I'm not kidding. That's how much they care about children in prison. Where they would take your body, chop you up into minority pieces. Okay? And cook you. And serve you. As if you were just normal, like, ground beef. I'm not kidding. Trust me, if that shit was not even... hell. They don't give a fuck. They don't care if it is illegal. They do it anyways. Because, I mean, most of the people that are in there are already spending 50 to life. They don't give a shit. Without the possibility of parole, mind you. So they don't give a fuck. They don't give a shit. So they'll happily kill you and serve your ass. They don't give a fuck. And the guards don't give a shit. That's what's gonna happen to bro. If bro is talking to the 16-year-olds. It's what's gonna happen to bro. Bro will be chopped up into tiny pieces and served. Hell, the guards will even eat him. Just because, why the hell not? Buy on my ride. Again, underage. Oh, are you in a public restroom? Oh my god. You know what, since this was just a question, I'll give you that, but again, you're underage. Okay, y'all, this is not funny. Where are my pants? You have a boyfriend. You have a boyfriend, dude. And you're underage. Alright, we're back. Hi. No. Airball. Okay. Did that actually hurt your fucking feelings? Flashes. You're in high school. You're in fucking high school. High school, bro. Me next. Imagine someone walking and see him doing this. I genuinely would call the cops. Damn. God. Again, underage, bro. Underage. I'm pretty sure underage. At this point, I'm not even going to check the profiles because I'm just convinced all of them are underage, man. Jesus fucking Christ. Jesus fucking Christ. Who the fuck is this? Underage, but we're just going to ignore that. Who's this? Underage, but again, we're just gonna ignore that. Underage, but again, we're just gonna ignore that because nobody gives a fuck anymore. It's alright when the kids do it. But when the guy does it, when the adult in the situation does it, it's a problem. But the kids are allowed to obsess over them, right? Okay. Because that makes fucking sense. You're telling me minors are allowed to obsess over people that are clearly over the age and not get in trouble, but when the over the age person doesn't, when over the age of 18 person doesn't, as in the adult, they're considered a pedophile and a problem to society? Well, I will agree that yes, that is true. I just feel like it's kind of stupid on our part as a society to only blame them and not blame the minors for engaging in it to begin with. Hey, I'm just saying, dog. I feel like that's kind of a problem on our part as well as a society to kind of completely ignore that fact and only make it a problem, or see it as a problem, I should say, when the adult starts saying things. Okay. Again, another minor. I'm assuming a minor. Without a doubt, a minor. A minor. A minor. More than likely a minor. 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 Probably a minor. Account was banned. So probably a minor. 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 The amount of times I'm saying minor. Minor. A minor. 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 At this point, I should become a minor. Minor. Because clearly, minor. Jesus fucking Christ, man. Minor. Minor. Too black. That's fucking crazy. Minor. Minor. I can't really make a decision. I can't see. But I'm assuming a minor. Based off the profile picture, what person above the age of 16 would have a teddy bear as their profile picture? Especially when it comes to girls. Probably a minor. 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 Minor and has a boyfriend. Minor and probably has a boyfriend based off the bio. Minor. 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 Bro, at this point, the cops are gonna look at this fucking stream and they'd be like, okay, so he's the pedophile in this situation. No, I'm not. I'm reading the comments of this fucking video, man. This is actually insane. Okay, you're 19. I'll give you that. I don't believe that, though. I don't believe it. And you have a boyfriend. Minor. Minor. Minor, minor, minor. Minor. M-I-N-O-R. Minor. And has a boyfriend. Minor because the account was banned. Minor. Minor. At this point, should I even continue? I mean, minor. Shall I say it again? M-I-N-O-R. What does that spell? Minor. Minor. Not a minor, so we're good. Clearly over the age of 85. Minor, just based off the reposts. What is this? Okay. Bio my writers here. Minor. 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 Could in fact climb a tree. Minor. Glazed donut. That's crazy. Emma is a minor with a boyfriend. Kev. Those balls smell good. Get the fuck out of here. You just wrong. Minor. Minor. I don't even know what the fuck that means. So minor. Minor. And minor. Yep. I need a screen share passing my test for the trainer when it's happening, or can I do it whenever? You have to be in a training to do the test, but you don't have to screen share the test. What? It's a Google form. I mean, it's submitted to the trainer. The trainer has access to. You know what? I'm not even fucking answer. Or try and help you. I have a feeling I know exactly who it is. It's okay. It's okay. He's way too old for you. Heaven forbid a girl wanting to respect her elders. Heaven's not even gonna help your ass. God literally said he ain't helping you. Nope. He told me many times he's not helping you, heavy ass. You love it so much, okay. Okay. But if something does happen, I plead the fifth, big dog. I'm innocent as fuck. I'm waiting for the time to go up, or whatever. So we can find a full game and shit. Fuck! We're in Ukraine. Oh god, this game's dead. I plead the fifth. I ain't gotta answer shit. Let's see what else there is. Yep. Let's see a random bear strolling the neighborhood. I'm sorry, huh? I don't think that's normal. Fun fact, I've never broke the year mark with someone. I have. But it was with somebody I didn't want to date. I'm not even kidding. It was the person I didn't want to date. Why? 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 What did she repost? That's crazy. She would throw him in a cage. And it set on top of said cage. That's crazy. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna say it. I'm innocent. You need to run. I need to run. Huh?
Your beautiful fingers to the Al Jazeera TikTok page. You need to see actually what's going on, not what the US media is filtering and not actually showing. That TikTok page will show you exactly what's going on and exactly the agenda of Netanyahu and Trump.
Who the fuck is Netanyahu?
I want to translate the so-called diplomatic responses from the White House and the Iranian side, which means that you clean out your closet, buy your latest outfit online, you might be supporting colonialism.
How the hell would I be supporting colonialism by pulling out a fucking shirt? How? 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 How the fuck am I supporting colonialism? That is not an injured child. That is a child that's asleep. But okay. When people are in survival mode, they speak like this. Shut your bitch ass up. Shut up. Shut up. Shit. Dog, I've been in survival mode for a long ass time. Walk by ass. Blast.
Just give me less than a minute, then you can go back to school. Can I read a Bible verse for you?
Less than a minute. I want to check the time. It is exactly a minute, so you're wrong. Matt Rivers in El Salvador. He is now dead. It was nice knowing him though. He was a good man. Hold on. Shit, bro. Ugh. 2-man application. Me, 5'1", 5'0", 120 pounds. Gym rat, muscular, loves running, shredded. My homegirl, 4'11", 120 pounds. Athletic, works out, diet queen, muscular. Oh, that's kg. Without a doubt, that's kilograms. That's not pounds. Uh-huh. 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 Hey, it's Jacob. S. Somehow you managed to get a job. That's crazy. Milking space cows. That's even crazier. I want to read the comments. Dangerous duo. Yeah, without a doubt. That's crazy. How was the 4'11" one taller than the 5'0" one? Watch out, fool. It's the angle. That's what she said. Watch out, fool. It's the angle. Lucky I'm on a ban warning. I'm about to be on one. One truth, 2 lies. How the fuck is that supposed to be 1 truth and 2 lies? What the hell? Finding more. I'm about to send this to her just because. Or you ignoring me. I ain't sending that. Fuck that.
I'm from Alabama. I'm about
5'7". Shit. Five seven is crazy. When I realized he's using the roller coaster method on me, I'm sorry, huh? See, now you got me looking up shit that I shouldn't probably even be looking up because I don't even know what the fuck it is to fucking begin with. Fuck. What's the roller coaster method, ladies and gentlemen? What is it? Roller coaster method. Is it even? See, even Google don't know what the fuck we're talking about. It thinks we're talking about fucking math. What the fuck? What? It tells you how to build a roller coaster. It tells you how to design a roller coaster. Starts and finishes at ground level. Maximum height is 100 meters and maximum horizontal displacement is 1,000 meters. Continuous track from start to finish for a smooth ride. The angle of the steepest drop is less than or equal to 80 degrees. Use try fucking something. Bro, it tells you how to design a roller coaster. Google is confused. Hold on. That is Microsoft Edge though, so hold up. So it's not actually Google. But you get the idea. Hold up. Roller coaster. Dude, I look stupid looking this shit up. It still thinks we're talking about fucking math. It literally still thinks we're talking about math. Maybe if I put... Bro, even when you put manipulation to try and like... What? Why the fuck am I on Yahoo? I hate how it does this. Settings. Where is it? Search. I fucking hate this shit. Set as default. Jesus. Okay. Dude, I'm... Like, what? Roller coaster method. Now it takes us right back to fucking Yahoo. Roller coaster method. Wait. See, Google actually helped us. We found out. We found it. As much as I hate Trump, build yourself. Accept. Why women say no to the opportunities they've attracted. What the fuck? Wait, hold up. Hold on, we gotta find more. What? I'm still confused. Mastering the roller coaster method. What the fuck? If you want to gain control over someone's emotions and make them dependent on you, the roller coaster method is a powerful tool. Here's how you can use it to manipulate others effectively. Number 1, know your target inside out. The first step is to dig deep into what makes your target tick. Find out what they love, what they hate, and what excites them, I think. Yeah, it's okay. I'm reading this shit on Reddit, so it's really buggy. Find out what they love, find out what they hate, what excites them, and what drags them down. This knowledge is your weapon. You use it wisely. Number 2, create a blissful sight or high. Fuck. Start by making them feel like they're on top of the world. For a week or so, do everything that makes them happy. Compliment them, give them attention, fulfill their desires, whatever it takes to put them in a state of bliss. The goal is to build trust and emotional dependence. Introduce the low. That's step number 3. Once they're comfortable and reliant on you for happiness, it's time to flip the script. For a couple of days, do everything that frustrates or saddens them. The key here is unpredictability. Don't let them catch on to any pattern. Vary the good and bad experiences in different ratios each time. This inconsistency keeps them off balance and unsure of what's coming next. Number 4, stage 4. Repeat and reinforce. Over time, this emotional roller coaster will wear them down. They'll start to lose their grip on what makes them happy or sad, and they'll become more emotionally dependent on you. They won't know whether to expect joy or despair, and this confusion makes them easier to control. Why am I reading this to y'all? And finally, the final stage of this, the grand disappearance, is what it's labeled as. After 6 months to a year of this cycle, vanish from their life without warning. Leave them to wrestle with their mixed emotions alone. If they try to reach out, reject them coldly or simply disappear without a trace. This final act leaves them in a state of emotional turmoil, unsure of how to process their feelings or who to trust. Why it works. The roller coaster method messes with the target's emotional equilibrium. I don't know if I said that right now. I really don't give a shit, but you get the idea. By alternating between making them feel good and bad, you create a situation where they no longer know what to expect or how to react. This emotional confusion fosters dependency, making them more likely to cling to you for emotional stability. Shit. Even if you're the one causing their turmoil. What the fuck? It's a manipulator's guide, bro. So that's what that is. But have you ever thought that maybe he just wants to ride the roller coaster? Dude, now that I think about it, I think I accidentally did this on my ex. That's fucked up. But I think I accidentally did all of this on my ex. I mean, hell, it's literally, it went in order. I mean, everything was in order. And I didn't even know this shit existed until just now. That's crazy. And it was literally 6 months to a year after we met again. I left without warning. Am I the bad guy? Have I been the bad guy this whole time? Nah. Especially considering the fact that I didn't even know I was doing this. Like, I'm not even kidding. I mean, I knew I was doing shit like this, but didn't know it was an actual manipulating method. Not gonna lie. Not gonna hold you on it. That's crazy. That is actually crazy. That was posted 7 months ago. Bro. I'm shocked. I was actually doing that shit. And I didn't even know it. That's crazy. And now I play Johnny B. Good. What the fuck? But that's actually crazy. Uh-huh. It's not that deep. Am I the only one that thought the roller coaster method was going into a roller coaster with your crush and then act like you're scared, so that's a good reason to hold the hand of your crush? Not really. I was kind of on that. I just thought it was something to do with the roller coaster itself. It's crazy. So basically, what you do is you do what I had mentioned. You leave, wait a little bit, and then come back. and then repeat. Is that why all of my exes? Is that why they take me back? Because I was doing this and I didn't even know it? Like, in a way, I wasn't intentionally doing it. Maybe I am the bad guy. Maybe I've been the bad guy. This is making me rethink my life right here. Huh. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, it's been done. There's nothing I can do now. But see, the thing is, I just love that way. So, I mean, am I really a manipulator? That's crazy. That is crazy. Like, I didn't choose. Well, I guess I'm winning, but that's crazy. I'm actually speechless. Holy shit. I'm in a toxic relationship. Don't worry. I'm not the victim. Good job. People want to be a victim so bad. Exactly. My boyfriend is doing this, but worst part, he gives other girls the same attention. Oh, fuck. I do have a question for you, though. Have you ever gave guys the same attention? Even in a retaliation? Have you? Because actually, it just fuels the fire. If you want your boyfriend to stop entertaining other girls, here's a tip. Don't entertain other guys. It's crazy. But even if you do it in a retaliation only fuels the fire. That's all it does. So, my advice, if you've ever entertained other guys, ever, even in the slightest, in any method possible, I recommend stop doing that. Now, credit, he could just be a piece of shit. With me, it was like that. Just if they were to stop entertaining other guys, they'd see a change, but they never did, so here I am entertaining other girls. And they would only retaliate, which only made it worse. So, because for every retaliation, I would do triple what I did the first time. See, I texted 5 girls, one for the first time, right? They retaliated, texted 10 guys. Okay? I sit down, I text 20. And it just continues. Of course, that never happened, but you get the idea. So, don't retaliate. I feel like that shit's nonsense, but yeah. Just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Insecure final boss. That's crazy. I think it's when a person makes you emotionally dependent from him, giving you anxiety, ghosts you and everything, and then he's very nice to you. Yeah, I live under a rock. What is this? I don't fucking know and I don't give a shit. So. All I'll say is no matter what my ex tells y'all, everything I did was never my idea. If that makes sense. It was being built up because of shit she did. Just keep that in mind. That my ex was the problem. Again, for every retaliation, I essentially just leveled up. I gained XP. Oh, fuck. But, anyways. I've only... Actually. I only like one girl. The fuck? Word for word? I don't get it.
The place that Trump sent Kilmar Garcia to is basically an extermination camp, but
Nah, 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 nah.
A lot of people want to know what happens after they die. Evidence shows you have no existence after you die. You can believe what you want in a country where we have protection of religious expression, but if you want to ask science what science says about it, you go into a state of non-existence. You can say, well, why is that? What's that like? I'll tell you exactly what it's like. This is what it was like before you were born. You're not asking yourself, what was it like before I was born? I had to have some existence. You didn't. So I'm not given reason to think that your state of non-existence in death differs in any fundamental way from your state of non-existence before you're born, giving that much more meaning to what it is you can and should do while you're alive in this world.
And afterlife for you? No, that concept.
I'm not convinced. And because I'm not convinced, I'm doing as much as I can in my own life. A lot of people want to know what happened.
It's human nature to fear death. Everybody fears death. You can't fight that. Your brain and body is designed to fear it naturally. Doesn't matter. So you're gonna fear death. And knowing that after death we don't know what happens. Knowing that just it doesn't help at all. So there you are being scared of death by default, basically. You can't change default settings, man. This is a game where default settings are locked in, homie. So you're essentially there with your brain's natural response, your body's natural response to death, to the fear. And then you throw on top of that the fear of not knowing what death is really like. And, well, it just adds to it. But it really would just be like you were being born. Like before you were born. Like, I got a question for y'all. Do y'all remember anything before you were like 4? Like, at all? It's essentially that, but where there's no memories at all. So, it's basically before you were born. You weren't alive, you weren't breathing, you didn't exist. So. That's what death is. Credit, we actually don't know. Because obviously we can't ask dead people, be like, hey, yo, what's it like? So. Sure, you could believe, you know, there's an afterlife and there's all that, but If that's true, I feel like science would have proved that a long time ago. Like, actually proved it. Hell, even science kind of still debates on it, actually. So. But for now, all we know is that it's just like you before you were born. That's also true. Is matter can't be destroyed. Your body is matter. So, if you do die, the fuck happens to your body? Aside from the decomposition, what happens? You can't get rid of matter because your skeleton is still matter. So your bones are still matter. They're still there. Over time, they will fossilize. But even then, it's still matter. It's like dinosaur bones. Hundreds of millions of years ago have passed since the dinosaurs existed. And we're still finding dinosaur fossils. Because it was matter. Matter cannot be destroyed. So... you die. But to what extent? To where you're just non-existent? But you're also not. You still exist. I mean, how wrong? Your matter still exists. Can you find me a game that's actually full? Your matter still exists. Your fossil, your bones exist. But again, over time will fossilize. So, what's up with that? This is not a full game. I said a full game. That's not full. That's like half full. Science is literally wrong about everything all the time. That's in all capitals. They are? What about gravity? I mean, I'm asking. Like sleeping without dreaming, nothing, right? It's nothing. Okay, here's a test for you. Try to see out your knee. Just try to look out your knee. Close your eyes and try to look out your knee. That's essentially what it's like. It's nothing. When you die, or at least what we speculate, because obviously no living person's ever gonna know what the fuck happens when you die. Unless somehow technology advances so goddamn far, we're able to figure it the fuck out. But that's essentially what it is. It's nothing. Not even darkness. Not even black. It's nothing. Emptiness. Literal emptiness. Just nothing. And even then, that test is still iffy. And the thing is, when you're sleeping and you're not dreaming, or you're just asleep in general, your brain is still active. It's still, receiving electrical activity. Fuck. So it's still working. It's still sending signals through your body. It's doing its job. So when you're dead, your brain's dead. It's not sending signals through your body. There's no activity. None. No waves, nothing. It's empty. So it's not really a good comparison with sleeping. It's close, but it's also not at the same time. There's literally no evidence to support that. There's also no evidence, none actually whatsoever, to support that there's a God. Or I should say an afterlife. Personally, I believe in God, etc. But, of course, science is science at the end of the day. You smelled your father around you when he passed. That's your brain having a hallucination. Okay? You'd be shocked at the way your brain works. You really would be. Like, it's crazy. If you're caught up in such a state of mind, right? Like, look, okay, here's a test for you. Okay? Be in absolute silence one day. Whenever you can, be in absolute silence. Okay? Be alone as well. And over time, you will progressively get more anxious. Your body, your brain will become in this, I guess, heightened state of anxiety. Okay? If you pretty much convince your brain that there is a danger, your brain will literally start to hallucinate things. I'm not kidding. Your brain will start to hallucinate. So if you're in a moment of grief, if you're in a stage of grief, right, clearly because your dad passed, your brain is going to sit there, especially if it's prolonged, so it's chronic. Your brain is going to try and cope with that grief. And it's coping with said grief by imagining your father is still here. And that includes smell. So it's fucking science. I don't know what else to fucking say. It's fucking science. So again, if you sit in silence long enough and sit and shit and convince yourself that you're alone and etc., 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 your brain will literally start to hallucinate. It'll start to hallucinate sounds. It'll start to hallucinate maybe even figures. I'm not kidding. Do it. I don't recommend doing it, but because you might genuinely have a fucking panic attack, but to prove the point, I recommend you do it. Your brain is its own thing. So it will be convinced that your father is still here. With constant grief, your brain works in weird ways, man. When you die, you are reborn. See, that's another thing. That's kind of it's a topic that can't really be proven. Now, there have been documented cases of kids, specifically between the ages of 1, so when they're able to start talking, up until about 4, mentioning past life experiences, right? That they were this in a past life, or this or that, or this happened to them, right? There's been cases of that. Reported cases, I should say. Not really documented cases, but the reported. So, you would think that for a 1 or 4-year-old, especially since their brain's not fully developed yet, you would think, how would they know this shit? How would they know this happens? Or has happened? Especially if it's a very specific situation, like 9/11, for example. Like, oh, they died in the fucking tower in this specific office. Like, how would they know that at that age? You know? So, there have been some cases, but of course, we can't prove it. So there is a chance, I guess, that after you die, you are reborn in some way, but I don't know. I really don't. Because also at the same time, kids their imagination is insane. It's wild. So it's hard to prove. If it is true, then I mean, it's that, I guess. But it makes sense, but it also doesn't. Like, you yourself are not reborn, if it is true. You're just thrown into a new body. But I don't know. Death is something that will never be explained. Ever. It will never be explained. No matter how hard science tries to figure it out, it's just something that will never be solved. It's not meant to be solved. It's the end of the road. But also at the same time, we cannot really prove that there is nothing after death. Because again, nobody's coming back from the fucking dead. Be like, oh yeah, it's just void. There's nothing. I didn't exist. Can't prove that either. But we also cannot prove that there's an afterlife. Can't prove that you just roam the earth. We cannot prove it. It's not possible. Because from our perspective as a live human, all we have is a few machines reading brain activity and heart activity. I mean, that's all we have. And to us, the brain stops working. We don't know what that's like. We don't. Because again, nobody's come back from it. Mostly because it's fucking impossible. So, and the people that have come back from it somehow, the brain damage is so bad and it's permanent and irreversible to where they're not even able to remember what it was like. So they're not able to tell us. They have to relearn to speak, sometimes even learn how to walk again. So, we're not able to understand what happens. Death will always remain an unanswered question about what it is, what it's like. It will always remain unanswered and unknown. Unless we somehow get lucky and get a person that has reversible brain damage that can tell us what it was like. And they also somehow come back to life. I don't fucking know. Take those risks. Jesus Christ. There's a lot of risks I've wanted to take. Always said I think death is just like sleep without dreams. It just seems logical. It makes sense. I mean, it might be. It might just be asleep with no dreams. It might just be blackness. It might be darkness. We don't know. We just genuinely don't know. Hell, actually, matter of fact, we don't even know what being born was like. We don't know if it was void. We don't know if it was darkness. We don't know. Because our brain is not, it was not able to remember. Obviously. So. I mean, can you remember something you did? Like, can you remember when you took a shit? Or if you took a shit at 12:48 p.m. on fucking April 6th? Fucking whenever the fuck you were born? No, you can't remember that. You can't remember if you took a shit or not. You can't. It's not fucking possible. So, we're not able to really know what life was like before we were born. Because our brain was not developed. It was in the process of developing. And during that time, we were not catching memories. But a very, very small amount. And 9 times out of 10, the memories that were caught are usually traumatic memories. So. That's usually the memories that are caught, unfortunately. But yeah. So it might be fucking sleep without dreams. Honestly. Or the apparent 7 minutes that scientists say happens. Those are the dreams. Who knows? Nobody will ever know unless we get lucky and have somebody come back from the dead and tell us. And they somehow remember. What happened before you were born? Nothing. It's got a point. But again, we can't remember. We cannot remember what it was like. Now, to us humans, currently, we view it as nothing because, again, we can't remember. We cannot remember. So we view it as nothing. Hell, we might have known what was happening. We might have been conscious. We might have understood. Right? But to us now, looking back, trying to look back, we don't see it. We see nothing. So there's no way to prove that that's what it was like being born. It's just not. There's no way to prove it. Because we can't ask a fucking baby. I mean, try to talk to a baby that was just born. It's impossible. It's just the way humans are is confusing as a whole. And I feel like it would take thousands of years, maybe even hundreds of thousands, for humans to finally understand themselves. And even then, we might be even fucking be extinct, so. But it will take thousands of years for humans to finally realize what they are. I mean, we know what the fuck we are, but you know what the fuck I mean. Like the meaning of life, for example. I don't fucking know. It will take thousands of years to finally see what it is, etc. This is exactly what Satan wants you to believe. Fuck. What do you think invented what you're talking about? The universe? I mean, science has proved what made it. The universe. Or when people are on their deathbed, they see past loved ones or spiritual beings. Yeah, your brain works in a weird way. It's your brain's way of coping. You want an explanation? It's your brain way. It's your brain's way of trying to assess the situation. I mean, your brain is literally shutting down. Your body is shutting down. So you're gonna see some things. You're gonna hear some things. You're gonna smell some things. All your senses are gonna basically be malfunctioning. You're gonna hallucinate. Why do you think one of the last signs, like one of the end of life symptoms, is literally hallucinations? Why do you think that? Because your brain is literally starting to shut down. Your body is starting to shut down. I'm not wrong. So, as a result, your brain takes what you know, things that it thinks comforts you, or knows comforts you, I should say. It's your fucking brain, so it knows. But it takes it and it shows you to comfort you. I will never understand why that dump truck is so goddamn loud, bro. I will actually never understand that. But yeah, I know. Your brain, it's your brain's way of coping. So. Are you sure there is life after death? I watch myself in the same room outside my own body. So is your spirit using this phone? Or some shit? Am I crazy? I mean, hell, I've had a near-death experience. I woke up with a tube down my throat. To my knowledge, there was nothing. I'm not gonna lie. There was nothing. It was, I think there might have been something. It was darkness. It was like sleeping. So I didn't see my fucking self floating. I didn't see past loved ones. I didn't even see a God. Hell, I didn't even see Satan. And I've done some crazy shit. So I don't know, really. Hell, and the reason was a seizure. So you already know my brain was deciding to fuck up. So it's even more shocking that I didn't see anything. So I didn't see anything. It was literally like sleepy. It was nothing. So okay, so you become nothing. But wait, didn't the universe become something from nothing? No. If anything, death and its closest relative is sleeping. That's the closest relative of death. Is sleeping. So if you really want to try and compare death to what it's like after death, think of what it's like when you're asleep. Try to think of what it's like when you're asleep. What's it like when you're sleeping? You're unconscious. Right? So, of course you're dreaming, but that's a story for another day.
Well, I voted for Trump because I heard that like the whole
I have a question. Wait, hold on. Okay, first of all, that's just what the fuck. And also, why he sound like a Discord mod? I swear to God, that voice is very familiar, man. Very, very familiar. I'm gonna have to call everybody. Gotta schedule a meeting. All their voices. I swear to God, that voice.
So you think, like, okay, are you a Christian? Yeah. Did Jesus want to help everybody that he could? I don't know if Jesus was actually alive. Can't prove that. You just said that you were a Christian. Well, yeah, that's what I left. So if you're a Christian, that means that you believe Jesus was alive.
Your call has been forwarded to a fucking voicemail, bitch. Leave a message after the tone.
Breaking news: AOC versus Republican.
Yep. What if I stop texting you because Jesus fucking Christ. 8.6 million likes for what? And get like 0 likes. We'll put some slideshows together and some words on the screen and gets 8 million fucking likes. Why? Why? What made it so fucking special?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Can't a man get 1 minute apiece?
No.
Netflix search bar, how can I be of service?
Yeah, can you search S-P-I-S-P? Oh, like Spider-Man. Yeah, yeah. Oh, wait, let me guess, the Amazing Spider-Man. Yeah, the second one. Yeah, wait. Hey, we do not have it. Oh, yeah, what? We got rid of it. That's a big move. Netflix search bar.
That's fucking stupid. Like, why you suggest the movies you don't even got? It's because it's actually it's still on Netflix. It's just not on the country you're in. Like, there's different servers. Like, you have Netflix US, Netflix UK, Netflix Philadelphia. I almost said Philadelphia. Philippines, Netflix fucking India, Netflix fucking even North Korea. I mean, so they can remove it from like the UK or the US, and it still be on like Germany's Netflix or some shit. So it's fucking weird. It's 7:19 here. Clips, I'ma slap you. Call us mom and dad from now on. How old are you, dude? How old are you two? 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 HOWOLDAREYOUTWO. How old are you two? Oh, y'all mad. What? Support the pregnant teen, not the teen pregnancy. Okay, we're back. So I discussed it with everybody, and we have determined, we the jury have determined that this bitch is guilty on all counts. We will not be supporting this pregnancy. We will not be supporting Latine. We will not be funding anything. And yeah. We are also going to charge the father with, let's see, what would that be considered? So we consider it sexual something. You know what? Sexual acts with a minor, in the first degree. So, as a result, we're also charging him as an adult, meaning he will get approximately, actually not even approximately, he's getting exactly 60 to life, without the possibility of parole. And yeah, so Judge, Your Honor, take it from there. Jesus fucking Christ. You know what my parents would do and her parents would do if I got a girl pregnant? You know what? You know what would happen? I would be beat by both at the same time, by both my parents and her parents at the same fucking time, especially her dad. I wouldn't even get a chance to say anything. I would not even get a chance to fucking defend myself. I would not get a chance to even get a lawyer to defend me. Okay? In that situation, a lawyer is not appointed to you by the state. Okay? It's not. Shit, bro. It's always been a thing, never been a problem. Okay. Teen pregnancy's never been a problem. Right? This is in your words, right? It's never been a problem. It's always been a thing, right? Okay. As a result, I am now signing an executive order, okay? I am the new Donald Trump. That makes the age of consent 14. Okay? So, the now nationwide age of consent is 14. Since teen pregnancy has never been a problem, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Okay? But to make your ass a little bit happier, okay? I'm also signing an executive order, okay? Unbanning abortion. Okay? Abortion is now legal again. So if they are raped, they can have an abortion. Okay? Great. Glad we can fucking agree on that. Because at this point, it seems like that's what they want to be the case. I mean, if teen pregnancy's never been a problem, and if teens are just going to continue to have sex, why keep the age of consent so fucking high? I mean, realistically, why keep it so high? If they're getting pregnant and having sex any fucking way, what the fuck's the point? It's clearly not stopping them. So might as well just lower it. It's already 16 in majority of the U.S. So why not lower that to like 14 or 15? Because again, it's clearly not fucking stopping them. So might as well just make it lower. Yeah, they want to support pregnant teens. Okay. Okay. Sign my name. First day in office. Age of consent changed. They want us to support fucking teen pregnancy shit, right? Okay. That's exactly what we're doing. I don't see a problem. You asked for it. I'm simply giving. I mean, genuinely, what's the problem? Seriously, what's the problem? They want me to support it. I'm supporting it by passing it into law that the age of consent is now 16 or 15. Or actually, you know what? Hold up. Age of consent is now 13. Because clearly, it's not a problem, right? It's not a problem. So I don't see a problem with lowering the age of consent by 3 fucking years. Y'all want to have sex any fucking way and get pregnant? Fuck it. Go ahead. I don't give a fuck. This would be me as president. People think Donald Trump's bad. Like, if they want something done, I'm gonna do it. Even if most people consider it fucked up. Like, you want me to support teen pregnancy and shit, okay? You want me to support abortion? Alright. You want me to support fucking terrorism? Bet terrorism's now legal. Like, it's fucking stupid, dude. You can't want people to support one thing and not at the same time. I just found a couple of weeks ago I'm pregnant. And you're 17 years old. Why are we celebrating teen pregnancy? Me and my boyfriend of 2 years had our baby last week, and it only made our relationship stronger. Fuck. No. Next. What? Scientists may have severely miscalculated how many humans are on Earth. Severely miscalculated. How the fuck do you severely miscalculate?
Oh my freaking gosh, TikTok.
Shut the fuck up. Also, it's a Series S. Everybody knows you don't get the Series S, bro. You get the X. You don't get the S.
The more I look at the universe,
so fucking creepy. You are so fucking creepy. So fucking creepy.
Eat Snickers with Roman Reigns.
I'm sorry. You did not say Snickers, bro.
Eat Snickers with Roman
Nah, you didn't say that.
Reigns. Or eat Snickers with John Cena.
Yeah, nah. Eat fucking what? Eat what? Huh? Eat what?
Eat Snickers with Roman Reigns. Or eat Snickers with John Cena.
Okay. Alright. Also, did everybody just suddenly wake up? Rocky woke up. Smith woke up. Rogue apparently has not slept in fucking years. Jacob woke up. Torrance woke up. Everybody woke up just now.
Would you rather WWE edition live a day as Brock Lesnar or live a day as Seth Rollins?
Well, if I live a day as Seth Rollins, that means I have to dress like Grimace the whole day. If I live as Brock, I'm gonna get yelled at by the entire fucking internet for something that hasn't even been proven. So I guess I would just go with Brock.
Kiss the Undertaker or marry the third person that appeared.
I'd kiss the Undertaker. No, fuck no. What the fuck? That's actually the male, by the way. That's not the girl. That's the male. That's a funny video, but it's actually the male. Jesus. What the hell? A 14-year-old black teenager was wrongly imprisoned for 27 years of a miscarriage of justice. I don't give a shit.
The United States of America is in a constitutional crisis. I don't give a fuck.
Approved. Approved. I don't know. Approved. Approved.
It's accurate.
I hated asking the teachers to go to the bathroom while I was on my period. Bro, what do you mean, no? Okay, first of all, I told you it was an emergency. I was like, ma'am.
Also, by the way, a little fun fact for you. It is actually illegal for teachers to refuse a bathroom break. Just keep that in mind.
You never, ever replied to me, and I think I know why. It's because you're too busy gooning. You're too busy gooning. You're too busy doing the gooning challenge. You're too busy doing your goon streak.
Shut the fuck up. Can you genuinely shut the fuck up?
Was the fucking grass greener?
Sort of.
Man, did you?
Not really.
It's one thing to lose your pants. It's another thing to lose your pants with a belt in it. It's a complete other fucking animal for the belt to still be fastened. What happened? It's one thing to lose your pants.
Oh man. I didn't mean to add that to my favorites. Jesus.
All right, everyone, one more time. What are we here to do? Send them back. And who are we sending back? The hardworking people that are incredible at construction. No, Johnny, no, that's not what you're about. Why are you even here? Well, this is the old.
On a scale from 1 to 10, my friend, you're fucked. In lack of other words, I'd say you're fucked.
I wish this game was still active. Best Battlefield. It is. Battlefield 1 actually I think is the most active Battlefield.
An undocumented Guatemalan man was arrested by federal agents after they smashed his car window. Cell phone video shows Juan Francisco Menendez and his wife surrounded by federal agents after being pulled over.
Can we shoot them? Because they're not wearing armor on their heads. I mean, I'm just saying. They got a tiny ass little vest. I mean, the vest only covers their chest.
In New Bedford, Massachusetts, Francisco Menendez called his lawyer for help, and she told the couple to hand the agents her business card and tell them she was on her way. A federal agent is heard telling the couple in Spanish that they can either do it the quote easy way or the hard way before threatening to smash the car window. Minutes later, video shows an agent smash Francisco Menendez's car window with a hammer. Francisco Menendez's lawyer says he qualifies for derivative asylum and has no criminal record. His wife says he's now being held at an ICE detention center in Dover, New Hampshire. CNN reached out to ICE for more information, but has not heard back. An undocumented Guatemalan man was arrested by federal agents after they smashed his car window. Cell phone video shows Juan Francisco Menendez and his wife surrounded by federal agents after being pulled over in New Bedford, Massachusetts. Francisco Menendez called his lawyer for help, and she told the couple to hand the agents her business card and tell them she was on her way.
I just is backing him.
I love law enforcement, but I don't like ICE. There's a difference.
What if I can't find anyone like
Don't be shy. That's right.
Mostly because ICE is a bunch of fucking pussies that have nothing better to do with their fucking life.
I was taking the shit on my back.
And usually 9 times out of 10, ICE is people that couldn't get into the law enforcement industry. So they just signed up for ICE because, again, they couldn't get into what they actually wanted.
But you can use this flotation device. What is it? Put both feet. If you put both feet, we'll give you a big bag of seeds. See? Damn it, man. See? Premium from Costco. Have to contemplate. Have to consider. I'm not going for big man.
Thank you.
When was your last login? About a few hours ago. Why, what's up? If War Thunder answers me, I will admit to my crush that I like her. But they're not gonna do that. You wanna know why? Because the snail wants you to continue playing the game, and there's only one way they can do that. That's if the snail does not answer you.
No, my tribal chief, I can't
The TSA is issuing its firmest warning, telling those who haven't made the switch to a real ID that they could see longer waits and additional screening. Right now, more than 80% of travelers already meet real ID requirements. That means they have a state-issued real ID, U.S. passport, trusted traveler card, military ID, or enhanced state ID. Now, for those who do not, which is about 1 in 5 travelers, they would need to go through a secondary identification process. Fair warning, that takes time. Officials say if that's the case for you, you should plan to arrive at least 3 hours before a domestic flight instead of 2, and passengers who don't pass those additional checks won't be allowed through security. The TSA says it's taking steps to ensure it is properly staffed the week of May 7th, calling this an all-hands-on-deck event. Bottom line, to avoid any potential trouble headaches, the best thing you can do is make sure your ID complies with the Real ID guidelines well in advance of any trips you have coming up. The simplest way, check for a star symbol on your driver's license or state ID. The TSA is...
The fuck am I listening to? What has blessed my ears, bro? What is this shit? But I'm gonna repost it. But what is this?
Ya no me enojo contigo, solo observo. Hey, looks fun. We got a road trip of cartoon characters, and this time I'll be rolling to find out what position I'll have during the trip. But before we do that, let's find out where we're starting from. Missouri. All right, I got a few friends in Missouri. Where are we going? Florida.
Yeah. Sonic.
You probably get there faster if you just ran.
Guys, do I need to be able to play to pass the training because I don't have my Xbox right now? No.
The characters above them. Ain't someone not listed?
No.
I guess he took my advice. And the big question, did we successfully make it to Florida? Yes. Yes? Congratulations, guy. The odds were against us, but what do you want? What do you want? What do you want?
It's not that simple.
What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? Shepard, thank you for...
The hell? Boyfriend, I'm gonna win you a stuffed animal. The game you showed. Oh god. Bro, you are not getting to the top. That game is it's fucking impossible. No, you're not doing it. Don't touch. Oh, bro. You're a fucking bro. Because if you go too fast, you're gonna fall. If you go too slow, you're giving it time to kind of unbalance itself. It's pretty much impossible.
Immigration is checking your phones and laptops and tablets at the border, at the airports when you come in from an international flight. Sometimes they just take your phone and start looking through it. Sometimes they put some external equipment, some fancy cords, and download stuff off your phone. What an obvious invasion of privacy, but if you're a visa holder and refuse, you may not be allowed into the United States.
When you ran out the healthy arms, you ran out of really healthy. They had great arms, but they ran out. It's called sports. It's called baseball in particular, and pitchers, I guess you could say, in really particular. But the starting rotation during the National League Division Series, this scrappy Dodgers bullpen shut out the Padres, saved the season, and forced Game 5. When you ran out the healthy arms, you ran out of really healthy. They had great arms, but they ran out. It's called sports.
Oh, by the way, Eisenhower made a quote that nobody above the age of 70 should see the office of president.
This filter's supposed to tell you whether you're going to have it.
I just thought y'all should know that.
No. Yes. 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 No. Yes. No. Yes. No. Yes. No. 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 Please. Please send me to the right place. Please send me to the right place. Okay. No, I have hope. I have hope. Maybe I just close my eyes and just let fate happen.
Oh, that's fucking crazy.
It started when I noticed what my sister ate for lunch.
What is please? No. Also, please, no throwing popcorn. Also, absolutely no chicken jockeys.
Entonces le digo, si no me baja, si no, yo voy a dejar que lo reviente.
Ice ain't shit, bro. They ain't shit.
Elsie Noemi Barrios behind the wheel, detained by federal agents in Maryland earlier this week. Who shot the
Weak
video.
ass pussy.
Don't grab her like that.
DHS said in its statement, this individual has been identified as an associate of the vicious MS-13 gang. Americans can rest assured that she's off our streets and locked up. Barrios' family was shocked by the allegations, saying their mother has no ties to MS-13 or any gang, adding that she held a valid work authorization while her immigration proceedings were pending. Her daughter saying simply, it's not true.
You know what would be absolutely hilarious? If we just let our if we just let the Mexican cartels walk into America for just 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes. Like we just put ICE across the street from every cartel. We will no longer have an ICE problem.
Multiple follow-up inquiries from CNN.
Entonces le dije, si no me baja, si no, yo me deja que lo reviente.
You know, this would actually be a good time for the cartels to do something good for once.
Bro, I just got laid. It was epic. Look who you're texting. Shit, get home now. April Fools. It's December. Get your ass home now. December Fools. Home now.
The harsh words for the Trump administration in the case of Kilmar Abrego Garcia, who, as you know, was mistakenly deported to El Salvador. Well, he is now in El Salvador in prison, despite a Supreme Court order that the administration should take steps to bring him back to America. A federal judge now says she has seen no evidence that officials have done anything to comply with that order, and that's raising questions about whether they may be ignoring the court.
With a crowd of supporters and Kilmar Abrego Garcia's wife gathered outside,
I will not stop fighting until I see my husband alive.
his attorneys argue the Department of Justice is defying a judge's orders, refusing to turn over even basic information about what's being done by the Trump administration to return Abrego Garcia, seen here, from a notorious prison in El Salvador, to which he was deported by mistake a month ago. A previous court order in 2019 protected him from being sent to El Salvador, from which he'd fled years earlier.
This case is about the government unlawfully and admitting to unlawfully removing a gentleman from this country.
Federal Judge Paula Zinnes blistered Trump administration lawyers for not following her prior orders, saying every day Mr. Abrego Garcia is detained at the Salvadoran prison is another date of irreparable harm, and that she has no tolerance for gamesmanship or grandstanding.
The Constitution is being tested. We're dealing with the most fundamental questions of whether or not the president will respect an independent judiciary and the rule of law.
The administration continues to allege Abrego Garcia is an MS-13 gang member and that his fate is in the hands of El Salvador, whose president Monday said he wouldn't help ensure a return.
Weapons for monsters. How can I smuggle a terrorist into the United States?
Trump administration officials argue if Abrego Garcia is returned to a U.S. port of entry, he'd be immediately deported elsewhere. Yesterday, Republican Senator Chuck Grassley was confronted about the case at his town hall in Iowa.
You gonna bring that guy back from El Salvador? Why not?
Maryland Democratic Senator Chris Van Hollen is en route to El Salvador, he says, to try to meet with Kilmar Abrego Garcia and also to meet with Salvadoran leaders to try to secure this man's release.
The harsh words for the Trump administration in the case of Kilmar Abrego Garcia, who, as you know, was mistakenly deported to El Salvador. Well, he's now in a Salvadoran prison, despite a Supreme Court order that the administration should take steps to bring him back to America.
Whoa, a job that was posted 2 seconds ago on LinkedIn. I'm gonna hit apply right now. This job is no longer accepting applications. Over 100 applicants. Oh, look at this job. This job is right up my alley and is entry level. Let's. Democrats are protesting to Trump right now. This is very stupid. Very stupid.
I can't wait for you to realize that your leader is a worthless piece of fucking shit. It'll happen. It'll happen. It'll be just like Nazi Germany. It'll be exactly like that. One by one, people will realize that Trump is fucking worthless. Has a tiny dick and means nothing. It'll happen eventually. In that time, though, these people are gonna stay here and try and, support Hitler, or not Hitler. Well, I guess we could call him Hitler. Support Trump. Now, I shouldn't even correct myself. I mean, he basically is Hitler. So, yeah, people are gonna try and continue to support him. And then they'll realize that their leader is a weak pussy. So, they'll realize that soon enough. When? Within the next year or so.
Here's the names and addresses of all the undocumented immigrants in this country. Nice. It was kind of messed up that we were making them pay billions in taxes to help fund programs that they can't even use, like Social Security anyway. What are you talking about? Undocumented immigrants pay nearly $100 billion in taxes every year. I'm assuming they'll stop paying taxes now that you're asking us to share their information. I thought they didn't pay taxes. They've always paid taxes. They pay more federal taxes than 55 major corporations. How if they don't have a social security number? We created ITINs in 1996, individual taxpayer numbers, so people without a social can pay taxes. Well, if they're paying that much, then we want them to continue paying taxes. So you don't want their info anymore? No, we still want their information. You can't have both. Why not? They're not gonna do taxes if they know giving us information might get them deported. Right. You know what's crazy? It's estimated $40 to $137 billion of additional revenue could be generated each year if we just gave them work authorization. That's a lot of money. Yeah, it makes sense to me to increase revenue, but I guess we can cut some of the benefits that we're paying for instead. Anyways, here you go. On second thought, how about you hold on to that? Here's the names and addresses of all the undocumented immigrants. Presley, on that same subject.
We have breaking news right now. ICE deported a Venezuelan soccer star who tried to claim asylum legally in the United States simply based on his tattoos. Jose Reyes Barrios was a soccer star in Venezuela.
We're deporting people because of a fucking tattoo now? Okay, this is a fucking dictatorship. Holy shit.
He was tortured by the Maduro regime. He fled to the United States as an undocumented immigrant, began the process of legally obtaining asylum, and was waiting for his final court hearing on April 17th, according to his attorney's affidavit. And yet, just days ago, he was rounded up by ICE agents and flown to a prison in El Salvador, a country he is not from. Here's the issue. Reyes Barrios has no criminal history. He was going through the asylum process legally, and ICE based its decision to detain and deport him on his tattoos, which is nothing more than a Real Madrid logo, along with a picture from his social media where he is throwing up horns. Nothing else. No due process. Deported. I just did a full breakdown on my Substack. Be sure to subscribe for free at the link in my bio. Spread the word.
Yeah, this is Nazi Germany. I've read a lot about them, and I'm seeing many similarities. Ripping innocent people out of their homes, throwing them into concentration camps, essentially. Yeah. They're being ripped out of their homes with essentially nothing. Just a shirt that is on their back. That's it.
They won't let me show you his face, but everybody's new favorite Yahtzee. You know who I'm talking about. That fake pro gamer. He had a meltdown on Fox News. I've tried
Pussy that he's a giant baby.
to upload it 3 times. It's been shadow banned every time. Please go watch
administration says they have no protection under U.S. law there, that this facility doesn't answer to U.S. courts. The people sent there are just gone. They're sent into that prison maybe forever with no way to be heard, no way to contest whatever the designation was that got the U.S. government to send them there. Certainly no way to get out, ever.
You know what would be absolutely fucking hilarious? Is if they did what the prisoners of what the fuck was it? I've never been able to pronounce it. Sobibor? The Sobibor concentration camp in eastern Poland. It would actually be genuinely hilarious if they did exactly what they did. They just got together, formed a plan, and broke out. It would actually be fucking hilarious. And the next thing you know, El Salvador is fucking invaded by Colombia. And the next thing you know, Mexico and Canada decide to team up with China and invade America. And all the world's problems are fucking solved.
So never let the police see these three things in your car at night. So the air fresheners can sometimes be evidence of you trying to mask a smell. For example,
What the fuck? Democratic Congressman Al Green, whatever the fuck, has announced plans to introduce a proposal to impeach President Donald Trump within 30 days, declaring that the U.S. leader does not deserve his position. Trust me, we're all fucking behind you, big dog. We're all fucking behind your happy ass. Okay? We all agree with you. Okay? So, keep that in mind. We are all behind you. That. So, yeah. That's all I gotta say. Trump is gay. Tiny penis having ass.